Hey there, my friend. It's Robert here with your Angelscopes for the month of October. So this is where I tune in to the angels and pull oracle cards for each of the different star signs. So please make yourself nice and comfortable and let's see what your angels want you to know for the month of October. Aries, your guidance this month is past life healing. Now, this one means that there's different cycles or repeating patterns that you might be experiencing this month. So what happens is you go through a different experience and you start to think, this feels very familiar. And you start to see that this is a pattern that has reared its head more than once in your life. And so when that happens, it can mean that there's an undertone of past life energy where there's a lesson or something that we're trying to learn that keeps reappearing until we finally get it. And so what I want you to do this month is notice that if there's something that comes up for you that feels very familiar or something that you've gone through before, and stop for a moment. Take a minute just to pause, to tune into that energy. Notice that experience and what those common threads have been teaching you or leaving you with all along the way. And then call on your angels and ask for their heavenly assistance to help you break that cycle, to help you break that pattern so that you don't have to go through that same experience any longer. When this card comes up, it's a sign that it's time for us to release and let go of some of that old pain from the past. And while that can sometimes sound very easy to do, but it's not so easy in practice sometimes. But at the same time as saying this, I want you to affirm and to say to yourself that it is easy. It is something that you're able to switch from, to let go of the pain and exchange it for peace. So this month, Aries, take time to look at those repeating patterns. Notice what keeps coming up and then call on your angels to break that cycle and heal it once and for all. Taurus, this month, your angels are sending you new ideas. So I want you to pay very close attention to those inspired thoughts or those inspired ideas that just come out of nowhere that feel very special. And you'll know that it feels that way because it's not just this random fleeting thought that just pops into your head and then disappears just as quickly. It's something that you think about and then it hits you and you go, wow, that's actually a pretty good idea or a very interesting concept. And it stays with you. You feel its energy longer and you keep thinking about it. It keeps popping up. You speak to other people and they say things that you think, that's kind of related to that idea I had. That is your sign from the angels that you're on the right track. That's your sign that this is not just a random thought, that in fact it's a wonderfully inspired idea that your angels have sent to you. So rather than just dismissing these thoughts that you have this month, your angels are asking you to give them the attention that they deserve. So take time to think about those ideas a little longer, to perhaps write them down, share them with loved ones and loving friends, and see which ones begin to build and grow. The more that you nurture these wonderful ideas, the more that those things will start to blossom into something beautiful. So this month, pay attention to those wonderful thoughts and ideas as these are messages from your angels. Gemini, your message this month is to communicate with your angels. So you're quite an intuitive person and your intuition is going to be really active this month. Your angels are saying that you'll feel their presence and you'll receive their messages through your intuition. So pay attention to those things that come up, like your visions, the things you hear, those feelings that creep up, and just those thoughts that pop into your mind. Pay attention to all of those things as this is the way that your angels connect with and communicate with you. This month is all about you receiving those messages, but then also sharing them. Now, you don't have to go out and say, here's a message I received from my angels, unless of course you're confident and want to do that. But what you can do is just share that guidance that's come through. Share that inspired thought or that wisdom that you've felt through you, and allow those words to help those around you. Sometimes when that guidance comes in, it's not just for us. It's meant to be shared. And when it's shared, it then amplifies, it grows, it magnifies its energy, and it helps even more people. So this month, Gemini, your angels want you to communicate with them, connect to your angels, pay attention to your intuition as it's going to be active this month, and then share all those beautiful messages that start to come through with those people around you. Cancer, your message this month is you are lovable. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of feel like you've had either this message or very similar messages a few times now. And so what that tells me is your angels are really trying to get your attention, to say that this is the time for you to focus on you, on your self-confidence, on your self-esteem, and loving yourself more. It's wonderful to do everything for everyone else. And of course you want to be there to be kind and helpful and be of service. But your angels want you to know that it's so important that you take that time for you as well. So what I want you to do this month is I want you to take that time just for you. I want you to look at your energy, look at your vibration, and see how you feel. And if you don't feel as happy or as joyful as you know you could, then let's make some changes to get that back on track. What is it that you could do right now that's going to lift up your joy? What's going to lift you up to make you feel happier, more content, and have more self-confidence once again? Because your angels can see that light within you, and that's why they keep bringing this up, because they know that beauty that's there. They know that light, that kindness, that healing quality that's in there. But they say that you've forgotten a little bit of that. And so this month is about you remembering the gifts that you have, the love that you have, and the support that's around you. And even if it doesn't feel like there's that support here on the physical plane, know that your angels are surrounding you with their guidance and support. They're going to lift you up when you feel like you can't go on. And so remember that this is just a moment. This is a temporary moment where we might have dipped a little bit, but now is your time to lift up and to start shining brightly. So connect in to that self-esteem and that confidence, and know that you're amazing. And you want to let that light shine through all throughout this month. Leo, your message this month is unity. This reminds you that you are spiritually and divinely connected to everyone. All of the people that you interact with, all of the people in your family, your extended family, your friends, your colleagues, all of those people that you deal with, there's an energetic thread that connects you. And so when we're feeling wonderful and happy and excited, that energy ripples out and it helps to lift up those people around us. But when they all feel a bit down, that energy can also tumble down towards you and make you feel a little heavier than you would like. And so you might start to wonder, like, why do I feel like this? You know, I've had a great day, but I've come home feeling exhausted and drained and maybe even a little bit moody. And maybe it's because that's not your energy. Maybe it's because that energy is coming through to you. And so this month, what your angels are saying is to pay attention to that. Pay attention to who you spend your time with and who you share your energy with. Notice how you feel after different interactions. Some people will lift you up and you'll feel incredible, and other people might make you feel a little bit down. And so when you start to notice these things, just keep that in mind. Start to spend more time with those people that lift you up. or if you're going to spend time with people that might drag you down a little bit, protect yourself first. Call on your angels, make your light even brighter so that you lift them up rather than letting them pull you down. So this month is all about you paying attention to those connections that you have, noticing that vibration and that energy, and then making the most of it every single day. Virgo, your message this month is Wise Soul. So this says that you've got a lot of wisdom and knowledge within you. And so this month you might see people going through different experiences or perhaps even facing challenges or struggles, and you know how to handle them. You know what to do in those situations. You've been there, you've done that, you've learned over the time that you've been here, and you know certain things that can be very valuable and helpful to the people around you. But sometimes what the angels say is that you think everybody knows that. Everybody knows what you know. But guess what? They don't. So this month, your angels want you to really put yourself out there and to share that knowledge, that wisdom, and that guidance that you have. Make sure that you take that time to share your advice with people and see what happens. Of course, they can take it or leave it. It's up to them. But see what happens when you start to share it. See what happens when you give that advice and that guidance. Chances are people will think of it and go, you know what, I never thought of it that way before, or I never looked at a situation that way until you've mentioned it. So make sure that you share that knowledge and wisdom that comes through, and you'll be surprised at how helpful it can be to everyone else. And the benefit of that is that as you lift others up, it also lifts you up as well. You get lifted up in that positive, joyful energy to sail through and have a beautiful month ahead. Libra, your guidance this month is purification. This is a time for you to declutter, to get rid of things that have just been taking up unnecessary space, to clear that vibration and that energy that's around you, and start to focus more on bringing in the things that make you feel more peaceful. Make your home a sanctuary and a safe space. Spend time with uplifting and positive people and start to distance yourself from the drama and the chaos. This is a month for you to really reflect and look at everything that's going on around you and start to choose the things that you want to keep. What is it that you want more of, and what is it that you want less of? Focus on attracting more of the wonderful things that bring you joy, the things that make you feel peaceful, calm, and happy, and letting go of the stuff that's just a little too much work or too much drama. This is a time for you to start to release and let go of not only energetic and vibrational things, but also physical stuff as well. Getting rid of those things that you don't need, donating things, and just clearing things up to allow that flow of energy to happen. So this month, take that time to purify your space, purify your mind and your heart, and bring in that beautiful energy of peace. Scorpio, this month your message from the angels is new beginnings. So this is a wonderful opportunity for you this month to begin again, to start fresh, to start planting those seeds of what it is you truly want and start to water and nurture those things to allow them to grow in your life. You know, sometimes when this card comes up, it means that you've been through a really difficult or challenging time. The flower on this card is Banksia, and Banksia only releases its seeds after a bushfire. So it has to be kind of wiped out. It has to be, destroyed almost before it starts to renew itself. So think of it like a phoenix rising from the ashes. It's a time where things might have looked, like a dire situation, where things might have felt very doom and gloom for a moment. But this is your opportunity to shift that and to start again. There's never a moment where it's too late. There's only a time to start, and that time is right now. So think about what it is that you want in your life. What are the things you want to attract? The way you want to feel, the way you want to live, the emotions that you want to have. Visualize and think about all of those things this month, and think about ways to start attracting and growing them. Call on your angels and ask for their heavenly support, and they will guide you to the perfect opportunities to start creating this life of your dreams. This is your opportunity this month to start again, to start fresh, to have that new beginning, and to be that phoenix rising from the ashes, even stronger, even more positive, even more determined than ever before. Sagittarius, your guidance this month is world energy. So this means that you might be feeling a bit more sensitive than usual. You might be feeling all those different energies and all these different vibrations in your environment. And you may be feeling very affected by bigger, global events. So pay attention to how you feel. Notice the things that come up for you just as you hear about different situations or you see things in the media or the news. Notice what comes up, because this card tells me that you're going to feel quite sensitive to energy, to these big events this month. Now, when you do feel like that, remember that this is an opportunity to call on your angels and ask for help. Help for yourself and help for the situation you're hearing about or that's affecting you. Call on your angels for healing. Call on them for a solution. Ask and pray for the best possible outcome for all. This card can also come up when there's more going on than meets the eye. And so you might be dealing with something this month and you just kind of can't figure out what's happening. You can't quite understand the best way to move through it, or what's happening, or why it's happening in a certain way. And the angels say that you need to take a step back. Take a little step back and look at the situation from a new perspective. And then you'll start to see things that you might have missed before, and that will make everything a lot clearer. So this month, take that time to really check in with your energy and vibration. Notice how you feel and notice how you're being affected by everything around you. And then also take a minute just to step back and look at things with a different lens. And you'll find that the solution will come to you a lot more easily. Capricorn, your guidance this month is to balance work, rest, and play. So we need a little bit of all of those things to keep us happy. And so if you're doing too much work, if you're doing too much play, if you're doing too much rest, it's like things start to fall out. But instead, it's about finding harmony and balance this month. Your angels are encouraging you to find a new routine or a new flow so that you get the work stuff done, you get the responsibilities taken care of, but you also have that time for relaxation, that time just for you, that time to enjoy yourself and catch up with friends, to take that moment to just be yourself. And this is that month where your angels are saying that you'll have these chances to start reorganizing and readjusting things so that things flow a lot more smoothly. So this month, pay attention to the way that things can change and happen, and notice how you can organize things a little bit differently to make them even more efficient. Pay attention to how you feel, and pay attention to how that new structure might feel as well. Balancing everything so that not only are we doing a lot of work, but maybe you also need to schedule in that time for rest, for relaxation, for fun and play as well. So make sure that all of those things are in the schedule so that you don't miss out on any of them. Aquarius, your message this month is to become the true you. So this card is all about you shining your light and really embracing who you are. No more hiding in the background, no more just being somebody to fit in, but instead being the true, authentic version of yourself. Be excited about the things that excite you and don't hold back. Be that person that you were put here to be. And this month, the angels are going to give that opportunity to you by shining a spotlight on you to help you really be that authentic version of yourself. So whatever it is that you are passionate about, whatever it is that you love, take time to do that this month. Make sure that you're doing things that truly nurture you, not just doing stuff to fit in or to look cool. Instead, do the things that you're passionate about, the things that your heart calls out for you to do, and the things that your intuition leads you towards. So pay attention to what signs and symbols your angels send to you this month as they ask you to be who you are meant to be. Your passions, your interests, your creativity, all of those things that make you unique, that make you who you are, those are the things that they want to shine through this month. So take time to embrace those parts of you and to let them shine through. Pisces, the card I've drawn for you this month is Smile. And so this says that now's the time for you to really reconnect with your joy. Sometimes life can feel a bit too serious, a bit too much responsibility and too many things we have to do. And they're saying that this month they want you to bring back that joy, that spontaneity, that creativity, doing those things that just make you happy and make you smile. Because life is about having fun. Life is about bringing in that joy and that love, as well as getting those other things done. But sometimes we focus a little too much on checking all those boxes off and making sure that all the responsibilities are taken care of, and we forget about taking care of ourselves. So please, this month, take that time to do something joyful, something that brings you that happiness and that excitement that will lift you up, opening up your heart, opening up your energy, and allowing that beautiful light to shine. And there are your angel scopes for the month of October. So I really do hope that these messages have resonated with you, that whatever star sign you are, that you connected with the message and the guidance that your angels brought through. And if you did, please let me know down below in the comments. I love reading your comments and I love seeing how these messages and the angel scopes really do connect with you and help you throughout the month ahead. So I'm sending you so much gratitude, so much love, and so many angel blessings.